just saying, I've got 31 years of law enforcement experience to have a fairly good understanding of how law enforcement and the justice system works. Retired captain, and I can tell you that if this had happened in Riverside County with the exact same set of circumstances, same exact set of facts, the arrested subject would have been charged and found guilty in my county. So you have to ask yourself, what is the difference between Southern California and Northern California, and why is this individual allowed to walk free? There are several different factors. I won't go into a lot of detail, but I'm going to just share a couple of things in the event that there are one or two people here that are not completely familiar with the details. So DJ, Josiah, David Josiah Lawson, went to a house party on this day 5 years ago. And a young lady lost her cell phone, which was later found at the location. But she started to accuse people of stealing her phone, people of color of stealing her phone, and DJ and friends were some of those accused. She later called for her boyfriend to come out to the house, and then an altercation ensued, and he stabbed DJ. He and DJ got into a fight, and he stabbed DJ. There were no other parties fighting between DJ and this one individual, Kyle's owner. When they were separated, DJ lied in a pool of blood, stabbed by multiple stabbings, and the knife was later recovered at the scene. So those are the facts. The DA's office is saying that this is self-defense. This is not a self-defense case. This is not mutual combat. Mutual combat is when two drunks are out on the front lawn fighting over whose team won, when no one has an unfair advantage over the other. It's just two guys equally matched fist fighting. That's mutual combat. In this case, you have an individual that shows up at a party, he confronts another, and he has a knife and he stabs and kills him. It is no longer equal or mutual. So you cannot put this out as a self-defense case. Yes, there were some mishandlings by law enforcement, but there was still enough there where this should have had no problem in the court. So in my opinion, this case was sabotaged at the prelim and a year later at the grand jury hearing. So even though Maggie Fleming is leaving, I still personally have some concerns. Should this case be heard in this county, in this court? So that's why Charmaine is saying, hey, we need to have the state AG, state attorney general, take this case out of this county. Take over so you have independent investigators, independent prosecutors handling this case. We love Chief Ahern. He's been very transparent, very supportive. We meet with him every time we come up here, and he's very forthcoming with the information. But we still believe that when it goes to the court, we're going to have the same problem we had twice before. So when we say we need your assistance in getting a new DA in, just in case the state AG's office does not take it, we want somebody who's going to aggressively pursue this case and bring it to a satisfactory conclusion of guilt. I know DJ very well. I was one of his mentors, spent a lot of time with him as well as his siblings. And I know what a great individual he would have become. Even though you may not have known him personally, we have all suffered his loss. So I thank you for coming out and supporting him. I thank you for coming out and supporting Charmaine, Anthony, Chloe, and the entire family. As Charmaine said, we don't want another DA to come in and take this case and then lose it again, because then we can never bring it back again. It's done. It's done forever. We don't get a third try. So that's why this is so important that we get it right this next time. There are people out there that know what happened. Maggie Fleming has said that she wants an eyewitness. She needs an eyewitness in order to take this case forward. So I'm begging of each and every one of you to keep this conversation in the streets, on social media. Thank you to the media that's here today. You can keep this story alive and let it be known that there's still a $55,000 reward for the information leading to the conviction, the arrest and conviction of David Josiah Lawson. So please, we know that there was an individual who said that he had actual video of the stabbing. He was going to give that information just prior to COVID, but then he disappeared. We don't know why he was hesitant to bring that information forward initially. We don't know why he didn't bring it forward after COVID settled down. But we're asking that individual, if that video truly exists, please bring it forward, because we absolutely need that. $55,000, as I've said previously, can really benefit a family. Can benefit a family. If you are fearful, or the person is fearful who has knowledge on this case, $55,000 can get you into a new neighborhood very quickly. $55,000 can do a lot of positive things in your life. So please push that out there, that there's a $55,000 reward for the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for the death of David Josiah Lawson. Because it sounds like without that, we may have to keep coming out here every month and every year for several more years. But we don't want to do that. We want to come up here and celebrate the community. We want to celebrate all the things that have been put into place as a result. But we don't want to have to keep coming up here year after year, month after month, begging for help, begging for justice. We just want to come up and celebrate his memory. So with that, I say thank you very much for your support. I know I've seen a lot of faces out here every time I come up here. We appreciate it. We're thankful that the weather held up to allow us to come up here and have this conversation this afternoon. We're grateful for anyone who gave support to have maybe influence Maggie Fleming not to run.
Me! That was me!
Thank you, Mr. Chairman Lawson.
We all did it.
Because honestly, if she stayed another 4 years, we may have to come up here for the next 4 years for sure, begging for justice. So thank you all. God bless you. And hopefully this will be the last time we have to come up here and do this before a arrest is made.
Justice for
Thank you.
Josiah! Justice for Josiah!